This video about climate change and weather in time of ISIS civilization. Welcome to my video. I hope you are healthy. God bless you. I pray for good health. Let's start our video. Let's talk about climate change and weather in time of ISIS civilization. Imagine a world where glaciers dominated vast swaths of land, massive ice sheets cover continents, and temperatures are far lower than anything modern humans have experienced. This was the reality for much of Earth history during period known as the Ice Age. In this documentary, we will journey back in time to explore the environmental condition of the Ice Age and how early civilization navigated and adapted to the harsh climate. Will examine the cyclical nature of ice age, their impact on global weather patterns, and how early humans and other species coped with extreme cold. The ice age cycle. Ice age are period of long-term reduction in Earth's temperature, leading to the expansion of continental ice sheets, polar ice caps, and alpine glaciers. Throughout the planet's history, there have been multiple ice ages, with the most recent one being the Pleistocene Ice Age, which started approximately 2.6 million years ago and ended around 11,700 years ago. During an ice age, the Earth experienced two primary phases: glaciers period and interglacial period. Glacial period and marked by the growth of massive ice sheets, while interglacial period are marked by the growth of massive ice sheets. While interglacial period interglacial period are characterized by warmer temperature and ice retreat. The current geological epoch, the Holocene, is an interglacial period where temperatures have moderated, allowing for the development of modern human civilization. The glacier period within the Pleistocene are some of the most extreme thick ice sheets, some miles deep, covered North America, Northern Europe, and Asia. The world has, as we know it today, would have been almost unrecognizable. The landscape are buried frozen tundras, while little vegetation and fewer res- resources for life to thrive. The climate and weather of the Ice Age. The Earth climate during the Ice Age was vastly different from today. The global temperature was on average about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius colder than present day. This may not seem like much, but it was enough to cover large part of North America, Europe, and Asia in ice sheets up to 4 kilometers thick. Weather patterns are dominated by long, harsh winters with snow and ice dominating the landscape. Summers are short, mild, and insufficient to fully melt the ice. This extreme temperature variation led to unique and unpredictable weather system, cold, dry wind swept across the frozen tundras and moisture was often locked up in glaciers, leading to arid conditions in many areas, even in regions close to the ice sheets. Despite the cold, some parts of the world remained ice free, particularly near the equator. These areas, known as glacial refugia, became crucial for the survival of both plant and animal species, including early humans, while the tropics are served from glaciation. They too experienced cooler and drier conditions due to the massive redistribution of global water resources. Early human civilization and adaptation. Humans first emerged during the Pleistocene epoch, meaning early humans had to endure these freezing temperature and harsh weather conditions. Early humans such as a Homo erectus, Neanderthals, and Homo sapiens are hunter-gatherers who adapted their lifestyle to survive in such extreme climate. They primarily lived in small nomadic groups and often migrated in search of more hospitable conditions. As the glaciers expanded and contracted, it forced human population to move across continents, leading to the spread of early human civilization across Europe, Asia, and even eventually the Americas. Humans' innovation and adaptability are crucial for survival. Early humans developed clothing made of animal hides to protect themselves from the cold and built shelters such as mammoths, bone huts, and cave dwelling. Fire became a vital tool, vital tool not only for warmth but for cooking food, which provided much needed calories during a time when resources are scarce. The development of stone tools also play a significant role in allowing early humans to hunt large ice age animals like mammoths, whales, rhinos, and saber-toothed cats. These megafauna, which are well adapted to the cold, provided essential resources such as a meat of for sustenance and fur for warmth. The impact of climate change on ice age civilization. The shifting climate during the ice age had profound effects on early civilization. As the climate fluctuated, population had to adapt quickly to new conditions. For example, as the ice sheets began recede during warmth and interglacial period, new land became available for human habitation. This allowed for the spread of early humans communities into areas that had been uninhabitable during the height of glaciation. However, the melting of ice sheets also led to significant environmental changes. Sea levels, which had dropped by as much as 120 meters during the glacial maximum, began to rise as the ice melted, inundating low-lying coastal areas. This caused dramatic change in the geography of the Earth's surface, creating new bodies of water and reshaping continents. One of the most famous examples of this is the Bering land land bridges which connected Asia to North America during periods of low sea level. These bridges allowed to early humans pop- population to migrate to the American and crucial step in the spread of human civilization as the glaciers melted and the sea rose. The land bridges was submerged, cutting off this migration out. The climate change that marked the end of Ice Age also led to the extinction of many large Ice Age animals such as mammoths and saber-toothed cats. This extinction had a profound effect on human societies as they lost key food resource source and had to shift their focus to smaller game and more diverse diet, including increased reliance on plant-based food. Lesson from the Ice Age for today. The Ice Age provided powerful example of influence of climate change on life on Earth. The adaptability of early human civilization in the face of harsh conditions offered valuable lesson for humanity today as we face our own climate changes. Just as the Ice Age, humans had to innovate and adapted to survive. Modern civilization must develop new technology and strategies to address the impact of climate change. The Ice Age also served as a reminder of the fragility of life on Earth and the importance of understanding the interconnectedness for climate, ecosystem, and human societies. While the Ice Age ended millennia ago, the climate continues to change, and studying this ancient period can give us a insight into our future. Understanding the past is key to ensuring the survival of humanity in the warming world. This video about Ice Age human lifestyle. Welcome to my video. I hope you are healthy. God bless you. I pray for your good health. Let's start our video. Let's talk about Ice Age human lifestyle. The Ice Age, a time when glacier covered the vast area of the earth, was an area of extreme cold environment challenges that spanned and over millions of years during the last ice age, which ended roughly 10,000 years ago. Human civilization managed to not only survive but thrives in the harsh conditions. This documentary delves into the lifestyle, culture, and survival strategies of this ice age. communities. The harsh climate. The Ice Age was characterized by colder global temperature and the expansion of ice sheet and glaciers in Europe, North America, and parts of Asia. Much of the landscape was covered in ice. This cold condition meant that the human groups had to adapt to limited resources. Frigid environment meant the human and the consistent threat of extinction, while much of the world was frozen. Areas closer to the equator and coastal regions remained habitable. Many Ice Age humans migrated of this place in search of food and resources. The vast expanses of ice also created new land bridges which such as the one between Asia and North America, facilitating migration and contact between different groups of humans. Hunter-gatherer societies. Ice Age humans primarily lived in small nomadic groups that moved with the seasons. They followed herds of large animals such as mammoth, bison, reindeer, and saber-toothed cats. These animals provided not only food but also materials for clothing, tools, and the shelter. Hunting was as an essential activity, and early humans used spear, trap, and group tactics to edge their prey. The division of labor was a key aspect of life. During the Ice Age, men typically hunted while women gathered, planned food, herbs, and cared for children. This cooperative lifestyle ensured the survival of their communities. Tools and weapons made from stones, bones, and antler were essential for both hunting and processing food, shelter, and clothing. Survival during the Ice Age required innovation in shelter and clothing. The cold weather meant that early humans needed to develop a new ways to keep warm. Animal skin, fur, and hides their hides were used to craft clothing that provided insulation. Of this development of sewing technology using bone, needles, and sinew threaded emblemed human to create glittered gar- garments and were essential for warmth. Shelter was also crit- critical. Many Ice Age humans lived in caves which provided natural protecting from the elements. Of others built simple shelters using mammoth bones, animal hides, and large stones. Some of these shelters are insulated with snow or earth, creating a barrier against the cold. Fire are essential not only for warmth but also for cooking and protection. Of the ability to create and maintain fire was insignificant achievements for the Ice Age humans and vital part of their survival. Art and culture. Despite the harsh condition, Ice Age humans developed a rich culture. The famous caves painting found in the place like Lascaux, France, and Altamira, Spain, or testaments or their artistic expression. These paintings, which depict animal hunting scenes and abstract shapes, offer a glimpse into the spiritual and symbolic world of Ice Age human. The reason of creating such as art are still debated, with theories ranging from ritualistic purpose for simple expressions of creativity. Alongside cave painting, Ice Age humans also created small portable objects such as a carved figurines and jewelry made from bones, ivory, and stone. These items are often symbolic and may have had a religious or cultural significance. Some suggest that they represented fertility animals or deities that the public preferred. Social structure and survival strategies. The social structure of Ice Age human was likely based on kinship with the family groups, forming the core of communities. This group would band together for protection, cooperation, and survival. This Ice Age world has one of the constant monument, and human groups needed to be like adaptable for to change in their environment. Food was often scarce, so humans developed the strategies for survival. They hunted large animals that could provide sustenance for extended periods and learned how to store food by drying and freezing in the icy condition. This was a particularly important during the coldest part of the year when food sources were limited. Communities likely shared resources and knowledge with older members, passing down skills such as tool making, hunting techniques, and survival strategies. This sharing of knowledge was critical to the preservation of human groups during the Ice Age. Religion and belief system. The Ice Age human like had is a complex belief system centered around nature, animals, and the cycle of life and death. The importance of animals in their lives as both food source and symbol is evidence in their artwork and burial practice. Rituals may have been performed to ensure successful hunts or to honor the spirits of animals they rely, rely on for survival. Some Ice Age burial indicates the early humans believed in an afterlife Graves have been found containing personal items, jewelry, and tools, suggesting that the dead are believed to continue their extinction existence in another realm. The belief in an afterlife may have provided comfort and meaning in an often difficult as difficult and dangerous world. The end of the Ice Age. As the Ice Age came to an end, the climates began to warm and the glaciers retreated. This dramatic change in the environment forced humans to adapt once again. Large animals such as the woolly mammoth became the extincts, and humans turned to a smaller game, and the development of agriculture as a new food source. The end of the Ice Age marked the transition from a nomadic hunters gathered lifestyle to more settled communities, laying the groundwork for the development of agriculture and eventually the rise of complex civilization. While the Ice Age was a time of incredible hardship, it is also a period of human innovations and resilience. This video about weapons of the Ice Age civilization. Welcome to my video. I hope you are healthy. God bless you. I pray for your good health. Let's start our video. Let's talk about weapons of the Ice Age civilization. The Ice Age was a pivotal period in human history, a time when early humans had to adapt to a harsh and unforgiving environment. This era, which stretched across hundreds of thousands of years, is marked by colder global temperature, vast glacier, and fluctuating sea levels. It was during the period that some of the earliest forms of weaponry were developed. These weapons were essential for survival as they allowed humans to hunt for food, defend themselves against the predators, and even engaged in conflicts with other human groups through simple by modern standards. Ice Age weapons are ingenious in our design and execution, demonstrating the early humans' capacity for innovation. This documentary takes a deep dive into the type of weapons that were used during the Ice Age, shedding light on the tools of survival that helped early humans to thrive in an otherwise hostile environment. The spear, precision, and power. One of the most iconic weapons of the Ice Age is a spear. Spears are crucial for hunting the large game that roam the Ice Age landscape, such as a mammoth, bisons, and wild rhinoceros. These animals provide a significant amount of food and materials resources, but their size and strength also made them dangerous. The spear allowed humans to keep a distance while delivering a powerful, precise strike. Early Ice Age Spears are typically crafted from wood with sharpened stone or bone types. Over time, the technology improved and spearhead became more refined after made from flint or other type of stone through a process known as a flint capping. The balance and length of spears evolved, allowing hunters to throw them over greater distance with accuracy. But the late Upper Paleolithic period, humans developed a tool called atlatl or spear thrower. This innovation increased the velocity and distance of thrown spears, giving hunters a significant advantage. The atlatl acted as an extension of the arm, allowing early humans to hurl stripped with gather force, making it easier to penetrate the thick high hides of large ice age animals. The bow and arrow innovation in hunting. Around the later stage of Ice Age, humans began developing bow and arrow, a significant leap in weapons technology, while the extract timeline of its innovation is debated. Evidence suggested that bows and arrows may have been used toward the end of the Ice Age. The bow and arrow revolutionized hunting techniques, allowing early humans to strike from greater distance with increased accuracy and stealth. Bows are usually made from flexible wood, while the strings or could be crafted from animals' sinew, plant fibers, or hides. Arrowheads are typically made of stone bones or antler attached to stumps of wood. The bow and arrow are lighter than and more portable than a spear, and it is a you know introduction gave hunters an advantage when tracking smaller, faster game. Additionally, it became an important tool for independent defense and warfare, allowing for quick, silent, and deadly attack both animal and humans alike. The club's simplicity and brutality, while the spears and bow are used for distance strikes, the club was a weapon designed for close quarters combat. Clubs are relatively simple but effective tools fashioned from heavy prized fir wood or antlers. Some clubs are stone headed, increasing their impact when used as a blunt force weapon. Clubs are versatile tools, surviving not only as a weapon but it also as a tools for crushing bones to extract marrow or cracking open through cells and hides in a combat. Club would deal devastating damage to any opponent, whether human or animals. The simplicity of the club made it a common weapon across the various regions during the Ice Age. The knife and dagger, tools of utility and survival. Knives and daggers are some of the most multifunctional tool of the Ice Age. Early humans used them for a variety of purposes, including cutting, carving, and skinning. Knives are typically carved from flint, bones, or antler, with their edges served to fine point. In addition to their utility in daily life, knives and daggers also carved as weapons for close range combat or as a last resort defense against the predators. The portability and case construction made them a essential tool for an Ice Age human, and they are often carried on person at all times. Daggers with shorter than often double-edged blades became more refined over time, reflecting the growing sophistication of weapon-making techniques. These tools are often used in hunting and combat, especially in larger weapons like spears or impactful or unvaluable. The axe cutting edged for survival. The axe with its sharp edged and sturdy handles were another critical tools for Ice Age human. Axes are typically made by attaching a sharp serpent stone or bone blade to a wooden handle. The combination of the blade's cutting power and the handle's leverage made the axe an indispensable tool for tasks such as chopping wood, shaping materials, and hunting. Axe could also be used as a weapon, particularly in close combat or when hunting larger animals. The force generated by swinging the axe could deliver devastating blow, and the blade was often strong enough to cut through the bone or thick hides. Trap and snares were weapons of strategy. Not all Ice Age weapons are handled. Early humans also developed a variety of traps and snares to catch animals, particularly small games. This device, device required strategies, thinking, and deep understanding of animal behaviors. Snares are often made from plant fibers or animals' sinew, carefully placed in areas frequented by animals. When triggers, the snares would threaten capturing the animals for the hunt to retrieve later. Larger traps, such as a pitfall trap, were used to ensure bigger animals like mammoths. These pits are camouflaged with vegetation, and once the animal fell in, it would be unable to escape, making it an easy target for spears and other weapons. Symbolism and art in weapons. Beyond their functional use, some Ice Age weapons had symbolic or ritualistic significance. Archaeological discoveries have uncovered intricately carved spearhead, knife, and clubs, suggesting that weapons are not for only tools of survival but also is a held culture of spiritual importance. This carving often depicted animals, human figures, or abstract patterns, possibly representing hunting rituals or totems of protection. Such a symbolic weapon might have been used in ceremonial context or as a status symbol within early human societies. The legacy of Ice Age weaponry. The weapons of the Ice Age were not just tools of survival, they were as a symbol of early humans' ingenuity and adaptability. Crafted with a care and skill, these weapons allowed the human to overcome the challenge of world dominated by harsh climate and dangerous creatures. They marked the beginning of humanity's mastery over its environment, setting the stage for the technological advancement that would follow in later millennia. Through their ingenuity, early humans learned to thrive in the Ice Age, and the weapons the they crafted during this period became the foundation of future innovations in warfare, hunting, and survival. The legacy of these early weapons continues to inspire our understanding of humans' resilience and creativity in the face of adversity. This video about overview of animal type in the Ice Age civilization. Welcome to my video. I hope you are healthy. God bless you. I pray for your good health. Let's start our video. Animals are an incredible and diverse group of living organisms that populated nearly every corner of the earth. They range from the largest mammal on land to the tiniest microorganism in the ocean. This documentary delves into the fascinating world of animals, their different types, and the vast array of species that exist within these categories. Classification of animals. Animals are classified into various categories based on their characteristics, habit, and evolutionary history. The, the animals kingdom is divided into several major groups known as a phyla. Each phylum contains classes, order, families, genera, and species. Vertebrates versus invertebrates. The most basic classification separates animals into the two major groups: vertebrates, animals with a backbone or spinal column. Example included mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. Invertebrates, animal without a backbone. These include insects, urchins, mollusks, crustaceans, and more. Type of animals. Mammals. Mammals are the warm-blooded vertebrates that typically gives birth to live young, with few exceptions such as a platypus, and they nourish their offspring with milk produced by mammary gland. Mammals are found in various habitats from desert to forest to ocean. Example of mammals: elephant, tiger, dolphin, human. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates characterized by feathers, beak, and the ability to lay eggs. Most birds are capable to fly, although some species such as a penguin and ostrich are flightless birds. Play as a critical role in ecosystem, surviving as a pollinators, seed dispersers, and predators of insects. Example of birds: eagle, parrots, penguins, owls. Reptiles are cold-blooded vertebrates that have scales covering their skin. They are primarily terrestrial animals, and although some, like sea turtles, spend a significant portion of their lives in water, reptiles reproduce by laying eggs or giving live birth. Example of reptiles: snakes, crocodile, lizard, turtles. Amphibians. Amphibians are cold-blooded vertebrates that spend part of their life in water and part of land. They are known for their ability to under metamorphosis from larva to adult forms. The most amphibians have moist skin and rely on both their skins and lungs for respiration. Example of amphibians: frogs, salamanders, newts. Fish. Fish are the cold-blooded vertebrates that live in water and breathe through the gill. Thus came in a wide range of surface, seas, and habitats, from deep sea environment to freshwater river and lakes. Fish are the most diverse group of vertebrates. Example of fishes: sharks, salmon, clownfish, catfish. Invertebrates make up the vast majority of animal species on Earth. These animals lack of a backbone but possess other characteristics that allow them to thrive in diverse environment. Invertebrates include insects, mollusks, urchins, crustaceans, and many more. Example of invertebrates: butterfly, octopus, spider, crabs, earthworms. Animal species and adaptation. Each type of animal is further divided into countless species, each adapted to its specific environment. The term term species refers to a group of organisms that can interbreed and produce fertile offspring. Species adapt over generations to the changing demands of their habitat, resulting in a wide array of behaviors, diets, and physical characteristics. Species diversity. The diversity of species within each animal type is a staggering. For example, mammals are over 6,400 species of mammals, ranging from the tiny bumblebee bat to the massive blue whale. Birds with over 10,000 species. Birds exhibit an extraordinary range of size, color, and abilities. Fish. The diversity of fish species is unparalleled, with over 34,000 recognized species found in both freshwater and saltwater environment. Adaptation. Animals developed various adaptations to survive in their environment. These can be physical, behavioral, or physiological. Here are a few examples. Camouflage. Many animals like chameleons and Arctic foxes can blend into their surroundings to avoid predators or ambush prey. Mimicry. Some animals mimic the appearance of their species to avoid predation on to lure prey. The monarch butterfly appearance in a mimic, mimicked by the decoy butterfly to the deter predators. Specialized diet. Many animals have evolved to feed on specific diets such as the koala's dependence on eucalyptus leaves or the vampire bat's consumption of plant. Animal habits and ecosystem. Animals are found in a wide range of habitats from the deepest ocean to the highest mountain. Each habitat supports a unique community of animals, all of which interacts with one another to form complex ecosystems. Forests. Forests, both tropical and temperate, are home to some of the most diverse animal species on Earth. In a tropical rainforest, you can find monkeys, parrots, and frogs, while temperate forests are inhabited by deer, wolves, and woodpeckers. Ocean covered 70% of Earth's surface and are teeming with life from coral reef, reefs to the abyssal plains. Marine animals included a variety of species such as a whales, dolphin, fish, jellyfish, and crustaceans. Deserts. Deserts are harsh environments where only specially adapted animals can survive. Many desert animals such as camels, snakes, and scorpions are adapted to the conserved water and handle extreme temperature. Grassland. Grasslands such as savannas and prairies and are home to large herbivores like zebra and elephant as well as predators like lions and cheetahs. These ecosystems are shaped by seasonal patterns and organized animals. In the frost tundras and high mountain range, animals such as a polar bear, Arctic fox, and mountain goats are specially adapted to survive the cold and scarce food supply.